It was shocking for a lot of fans when they found out that Henry Cavill will not be returning for his role in The Witcher, because he was a fan of the source material himself and he was a good fit for the part of Geralt, but still he chose to leave the project, and then it came to find out it was because the people actually running the show didn't actually enjoy the source material. In fact, they were actively mocking it and trying to find ways to go against it and try to get away from it. That's what Henry Cavill didn't personally like, and that's why he decided to step away from the project. And after this was announced, a lot of people are wondering, well, what's going to happen with the show? Are they just going to cancel it? We knew season 3 was supposed to be his last season as Geralt, but a lot of people were thinking, like, are they going to continue? They announced that they were going to continue with Liam Hemsworth, and then we heard rumors that they were going to scrap it altogether. Well, now we got confirmation that not only are they continuing, but they're going to continue with season 4 and 5, and the production for season 4 has begun. Netflix's fantasy series The Witcher has been renewed for season 5, which will be the end of the series, the streamer announced Thursday morning. It also confirmed that season 4 is now in production and it will film back to back with season 5. Right off the bat, it's unusual for a series like this to film 2 seasons back to back, including the final season. I will get to what I think that means in a little bit, but first let's continue with this article. Season 4 will be the first with Liam Hemsworth replacing Henry Cavill as lead character Geralt of Rivia. Netflix announced in October 2022 that Cavill would be departing the show after the 3rd season, which aired in summer 2023 in 2 parts. This news of season 4 and 5 was announced yesterday, along with the behind-the-scenes video of the cast members doing a table read of it. And if you look at the like to dislike ratio for this, that is terrible for this. It just indicates that people are not having this and are not happy with the fact that they're continuing on with The Witcher. And also, strangely enough, I noticed this was put out by IGN. I was looking for a Netflix version of this, or the official Netflix video of this, but if you actually look at their YouTube page, it's not even on there. So Netflix didn't even want to post this onto their own official page. They basically had to outsource it to IGN to release it. But this is what we're getting now, and it's announced and concluded that the show is going to end after season 5 as opposed to continuing on. And that's why I'm thinking the show is ultimately canceled, because prior to the release of season 1, showrunner Lauren Histrich actually said that she had plans and mapped out the show to last for 7 seasons, and they're ending after 5. So why are they ending it after 5 if the show was doing so good? Well, and I think that's really the reason why. And the crux of all this is the show wasn't doing too good, because you look at the first season of this, 68% for critics. Okay, whatever. 89 for audiences, so pretty good on there. But then if you look at the last season of this, yeah, critics like it a little bit more, but critics aren't the ones who pay the bills. It's the audience, and the audience is not having this. And a lot of this just has to do with the fact that Henry Cavill left the project, and then people start looking into what's going on behind the scenes and seeing that it's like, oh wait, they actually hate the source material. And a lot of people who are fans of the source material are upset with their kind of deviating from this. And I think season 4 and 5 is something that maybe they were just kind of contracted to at least season 5, even though they planned for longer, going to 6 and 7. But Netflix didn't want to continue on with this, so they're just kind of writing out the contract that they currently have. And that's why I think they're shooting this back to back season 4 and 5. Because you have to understand, it's obviously more expensive to shoot 2 seasons back to back, but it's also significantly cheaper than if you were to shoot 2 seasons separately. So what I think happened with this is there was probably a contract issue where Netflix was obligated to have 5 seasons, and it would probably have cost them more to break that contract than to try to muscle through with it. So they're probably trying to give the showrunners the minimum amount of support for this in order to just fulfill their end of the contract and then just kind of move on from there. A lot of people are saying Netflix is canceling it, and that very much could be the case, because there's lots of situations where shows have been canceled before they officially aired or something like that. So maybe that's the whole issue here and why they're shooting both seasons back to back like this, because they're just trying to mitigate their losses. I'm not definitively saying that's the case here because I don't have any insider knowledge. I haven't read any leaks going on behind the scenes. This is just what I think, because this started off as a really popular show with a lot of goodwill amongst the fan base, but that goodwill was quickly lost once Henry Cavill left the project, and then people found out that those working behind the scenes on The Witcher actively hated the source material and were trying to move away from it as much as possible. And then you couple that with the fact that they're shooting 4 and 5 back to back like this, which is kind of unusual for a show, which makes me think that Netflix is just trying to mitigate their losses because they know this isn't going to be that great of a show, but they're contractually obligated to continue with it. So they're just trying to make the best of a bad situation. But let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Do you think the show was planned to end after season 5, or do you think it was canceled and Netflix is just trying to mitigate their losses? Because I want to know what other people have to say about this. And also, do you actually plan on watching season 4 and 5 of The Witcher, or are you already checked out on this? And if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with the latest in entertainment news. And don't forget to like and share the video because it really helps out with the channel. Thank you.